Just having a look at a chart on TON, T-O-N, which is Triton Minerals. First thing what I've done here is I've drawn a fib set from its low, which is about 2.7, up to its high of about 27.5, so it's a pretty big range. I've also just drawn a downtrend line along that top there, and it's come out down here around about 10 cents, so 10.5. So one would be looking at that when it gets there. There's also another just down through a few little tops here, and it basically gives us the 200-day moving average here, okay? And that's when, once it broke through that today, it was game on. I think a lot of technical people would have looked at that and said, well, okay, this is really happening now. The things I would look for is this last fib here. When stocks come, get oversold and get down to this sort of level here, that's one of the first fibs it'll get to. And as you can see, when it got through it there, it immediately went to the next fib and to the same here. Another little thing just to be aware of on this stock here at the moment, that 200-day moving average there, if these other moving averages come up, and they will because the stock's gone up, and if it continues up, they will come up through that, and that will be a massively big golden cross, okay? So I just keep that in mind. I've just had a look at some repeating ranges on the stock, and this is one way back here where it spiked up there, and that range, okay? And we have a look here, it repeats that range again from the bottom here to the high there, okay? And if we come down here, repeats the range again, okay, from bottom to the high, and we go up to here, from that bottom to that high, perfect repeating range again, okay, so that's about 4, okay, let's try it in here, and repeats it plus some, okay, and again in here, repeats the range again, okay, so you can call it a repeat offender, basically that's what it does. So let's have a look and see where she'll go if we repeat the range again, and that's 11.5 cents, okay, so getting pretty close to this fib up here, okay. Yeah, so that's what I'd tend to be looking at. I'm just going to zoom in on this a little bit here, okay, and that'll show the levels. This is at 8.5 with a huge big candlestick like this, and the key to it is volume, okay. With a candle like this, you could basically bet you're going to have a big gap up in the morning, a gap up, okay. If it does gap up and comes back, retests the 8.5, I'd be pretty sure that that would hold, and away to go. It had a small gap up here this morning, okay, so I wouldn't be worried about that. What's the difference in it? Its high was 5.9 and low was 6, yeah, so there's nothing in that. And the key again is volume. Now the difference on these other volume spikes here, you can see there's a big day up there, another big day up, and then decreasing volumes. You've had a build up here on this one here, and then a massive volume today. Our indicators put in a big buy here a day or so ago, okay, and still have a long way to travel. As you can see, it's hit it up here before, up at the 70s on the DEMA, once, twice, thrice, okay, so you can bet your bottom dollar it's going there, okay. Now another thing just to have a look at, if we have a look at the weekly chart, okay, we can see here on our weekly that does nothing there, that's not even working. It does on the daily but not on the weekly. The big white candlestick here on the weekly, and these MAs last time they crossed up here, the weekly even gapped up, okay, so yeah, it's something to look at. But if you have a look at the indicators on the weekly. They've still got a long way to run, okay? And they've just virtually done a nice divergence. If we run that off of there to there, nicely done. It's verged off there, quite well. The weekly can run into the 70s plus too on the indicators. So, that's about my take on it. Your Scoth is still going up. It's still got a long way it can go. MACD, zero lag MACD, still turning up, okay? Back to the daily again. And daily indicators have still got a long way they can run. And the same as the Scoth and also the zero lag MACD, they've only just basically kicked into gear today. So what I'd say you're looking at here today with this stock is it's just got itself a huge re-rating, and also it's a very tightly held stock. So so I could see it going quite hard, quite fast. But this golden cross is what I'm looking at here. This is going to be huge, and these are only just taking off now, so it's just the beginning of it, okay? And the more they go up, okay, and they've got to, the stock follows up, watch out when they go through here. That's when the fireworks will really happen. You've got just above 12 cents here for the next fib. I'd say when that is happening in here with the golden cross, you'd probably be looking more at the 50% fib, okay, which is up here at the 15 cents. I'd say that's what will be going on with this stock. Getting through this downtrend line, getting through this 8.5 here at first. I think that'll be a piece of cake in the morning. And then onwards and upwards she'll go. But that golden cross is shaping up to be an absolute cracker, in my opinion. Okay. Anyway, that's about me done. Good trades with this one.